I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Ross.
And this is TitleMine.
I bet if you went back and counted, the majority of history's crazy ideas have all involved getting up before 4 a.m. Wait, so how did we get here? Well,
faced with the incompossibility of being liberal arts majors and wanting a car whose 0 to 60 time couldn't accurately be measured with a sundial, we needed to resort to unconventional measures.
we spotted a Viper for sale in Kansas that was the lowest price we'd ever seen.
The kind of low that makes you think crazy thoughts like, maybe I could own a supercar and not lose money. After contacting the dealership, having the salesman transfer my offer to his manager, having that manager transfer my offer to his manager, we eventually reached an agreement wherein we forked over the equivalent of a down payment on a house. Taking that much of a gamble, this would work. It's a little bit scary.
A lot scary. So 7 days after initially finding the car, I was dropping Ross off in Philadelphia at the airport and racing to get to work on time. And we were off.
Where's the bathroom?
Here we are on the last leg. A lot of people going to Kansas City. Missouri is very popular.
I landed in Missouri and was ferried by a dealership driver back to a car lot so far in the boonies that it was within walking distance of the Westboro Baptist Church. I didn't record the transaction. At the time I thought it was for the sake of preserving the deal, but now I recognize that I just lack the spine to be a serious journalist. I did record what happened next, however, a journey to the ragged edge of a GoPro's audio recording and ISO capabilities.
Getting underway in our 2001 Dodge Viper GTS ACR. This thing is a monster. Best part of all, and I never thought I'd say this, we bought it in Kansas, a state which I've learned has $2.70 gasoline and 75-mile-an-hour highway speed limits. How sweet is this? All right, it is now hour 3 of our trip home. We are still in Missouri. We've crossed out of Kansas. Hour 6 here. I'm not sure what state we're in now. Maybe still Missouri. Not a real good place to get your bearings.
At this point, I hoped an application of horsepower could deliver me from the monotony. It didn't work.
So that was an incredible amount of time in Missouri. I will confess, I had no idea that it was that big. 11 hours to go, so been on the road for 8 now. Remember, I woke up at 3:30 this morning. It's been a long road. We're in Indiana now. I'm not sure. Starting to encounter some state police traps. Haven't been pulled over yet, so I'm being very careful. Across the border from Indiana into Ohio, hit a string of good music on the radio that seems to provide enough in here to stimulate my brain to want to stay awake. You can see people keep flashing their high beams at me, I guess trying to get a look at what this thing is.
But all I wanted to get a good look at was my bed. If you're wondering how long it takes to get sick of driving a supercar, the answer is about 10 hours.
6 hours left on the drive. I was just checking in because we've entered a new phase
But right then, something appeared to wake me up.
Despite long, dark roads and a close call with a deer, both myself and the car are still in one piece. With less than 3 hours to go in the journey, this is really the home stretch. These are familiar roads, which in a way almost makes it worse. Also, the roads in Pennsylvania are very twisty. It's not a fire and forget type thing. You have to keep carving in and out of these hills. So you're like constantly making wide angle turns. The one we're going around right now. I'm excited. I'm excited to have the car back, but I'm excited to sleep. I made it. I'm making the final turns into my development. I'll be there any moment. What a trip. I can't wait to show this thing to my wife.
I was relieved when Ross and the car finally made it home.
And I was about ready to die. Over the next 13 months, we would drive the Viper 3,000 miles, perform a slew of never-before-filmed repairs, document the car from an owner's perspective, and ultimately sell it for $3,000 more than it cost us to go out, get it, and park it in our driveway. Look for those videos in the coming weeks. So, would you do it again?